What is harder than rock? What is softer than water? Yet hard rocks are hollowed out by soft water. There is no easy way from the earth to the stars. We must give up many things to which we are addicted, considering them to be good. Otherwise, courage will vanish, which should continually test itself. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Some men shrink into dark corners to such a degree that they see darkly by day. Injustice never rules forever. You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire. A sword never kills anybody. It is a tool in the killer's hand. It is difficult to bring people to goodness with lessons, but it is easy to do so by example. It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. It's not that we have little time, but more that we waste a good deal of it. I am not born for one corner. The whole world is my native land. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. The sun also shines on the wicked. As long as you live, keep learning how to live. It's not because things are difficult that we dare not venture. It's because we dare not venture that they are difficult. Wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool. Many a sight that is held a terror in the night time is turned to ridicule by day. No man was ever wise by chance. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart. You must lay aside the burdens of the mind. Until you do this, no place will satisfy you. Leisure without books is death, and burial of a man alive. It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. Sometimes even to live is an act of courage. Virtue is divided into two parts, into contemplation of truth and conduct. I commanded myself to live. There are times when even to live is an act of bravery. Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant. All cruelty springs from weakness. Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. It does not matter how many books you have, but how good the books are which you have. Enjoy present pleasures in such a way as not to injure future ones. Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. There is a sequence about the creative process, and a work of genius is a synthesis of its individual features, from which nothing can be subtracted without disaster. Whoever does not regard what he has as most ample wealth is unhappy, though he be master of the whole world. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. He who is brave is free. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. To be always fortunate, and to pass through life with a soul that has never known sorrow, is to be ignorant of one half of nature. Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it. To come back to the question, the wise man, self-efficient as he is, still desires to have a friend if only for the purpose of practicing friendship and ensuring that those talents are not idle. All those who summon you to themselves turn you away from your own self. There is no such thing as good or bad fortune for the individual. We live in common. He lives badly who does not know how to die well. The best ideas are common property. Ignorance is the cause of fear. But nothing will help quite so much as just keeping quiet, talking with other people as little as possible, with yourself as much as possible. Life is long if you know how to use it. He who spares the wicked injures the good. Discuss the problem with nature. She will tell you that she has created both day and night. If we could be satisfied with anything, we should have been satisfied long ago. We are unequal at birth, but are equal in death. Everyone prefers belief to the exercise of judgment. Throw me to the wolves, and I will return leading the pack. You're like ordinary mortals in fearing everything. You're like immortals in coveting everything. Only time can heal what reason cannot. We cease to be so angry once we cease to be so hopeful. A few is enough for me. So is one, and so is none. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Speak and live in this way. See to it that nothing keeps you down. Hang on to your youthful enthusiasms. You'll be able to use them better when you're older. It is not enough if you do not shrink from work. Ask for it. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for crisis. There is no genius without a touch of madness. Poverty brought into conformity with the law of nature is great wealth. A gift consists not in what is done or given, but in the intention of the giver or doer. It is quality rather than quantity that matters. It is equally faulty to trust everyone and to trust no one. While we wait for life, life passes. To wish to be well is a part of becoming well. The part of life we really live is small, for all the rest of existence is not life, but merely time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Life is like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters. I shall never be ashamed of citing a bad author if the line is good.